Donahue thing comes in. It's called
You always have to do the dance.
Stop with the dancing.
I'm going to stay away from that.
We're gonna
You're like, that should
That
have
didn't help me out last time.
We're gonna start episode 3, a recap of USET 2016 with Danny dancing. We have.
I did this at USET a lot.
She did. We have with us today Jared Bailey. And Jared, tell us a little bit about what you do and your role at USET.
So what I do at USET, I'm involved on the board. I've been on the board for about 8 years, and I kind of do whatever the executive directors tell me to do.
And this year you ran the night sessions.
Yeah, this year I started something new that we haven't done before at USET. We had a session that was 1 hour long. We had 9 presenters. Each presenter got 5 minutes to talk about something that they are really excited about. And they could only use 20 slides in that 5 minutes to tell their story. So that was pretty exciting.
The Ignite sessions were awesome to see. I especially loved Josie from Park City. She was a 13-year-old who did a leadership presentation, and she was phenomenal.
Yeah, the kids kind of stole the show. The audience, the presenters were made up of teachers, a couple of administrators, several technology trainers, and then some students. Jared, why don't you tell everybody what your experience was like? You did one of those sessions.
I did get to do one of the sessions, and it was the longest, fastest 5 minutes of my life. If you used all 20 slides, you had about 15 seconds per slide that was up there. And the problem, not the problem, but just the reality of the situation is there's no pause button. And so you just had to keep going and tell your story the best way that you could in the time that you had, the 5 minutes. So I enjoyed it a lot. There was a lot more prep for that than maybe I had for my 45-hour-minute sessions, which was, I don't know, kind of surprising, but it was a great experience.
Pretty good turnout too. I think we had, between 250 to 300 people at most of them, so it was nice. And
they're all recorded, right?
They are recorded. They'll be available on the USET YouTube channel. The name for the USET channel is USET Views, so V-I-E-W-S. Right here.
Just hold your hand out like this, and you can go right to there. This is like a caveman green screen. The Ignite session was new at USET this year, and Danny, tell us a little bit about another new feature, the playground.
Yes, the playground was new this year, which was what I was in charge of, so I'm a little partial to it, but it was a lot of fun. We had a makerspace, we had the student showcases in there, lots of students trying to engage teachers to come see what they were doing. I saw a lot of younger students, even elementary age, just kind of grabbing a teacher's hand saying, come over, come see what I'm doing. So there's a lot of sharing iPad games or apps that they use in their classes. Were really popular, as well as the makerspace stuff.
So what I liked about the playground and what I liked a lot about the conference this year is it's about using and doing and making and building and creating. And I thought that was the best thing about the playground was you could get in there and actually, build and create and play with the devices, and just thought it was fantastic that way.
I heard a lot of good feedback from people talking about the number of students that were showing teachers how to do things.
Yeah, it was really powerful.
And someone was telling me that in other states they've gone to playgrounds before, and it was a lot of just teachers just kind of playing with the technology. But in ours, we really had kids actively showing teachers how to use stuff.
So there was great stuff happening every day at USET. And at the beginning of each day, we had a keynote speaker. On the first day, Thursday, we had Thurl Bailey. Who can describe Thurl Bailey? You're the basketball expert of our group.
Well, and Thurl fits great into the whole idea of Tech Madness because Thurl played on a championship team at North Carolina State. I think they won in '83. And so he's part of the whole madness idea that we had with Tech Madness, combining it with March Madness. And then he played for the Utah Jazz and a few other NBA teams as well. So he has this great tie to Utah. Currently, he is one of the broadcasters for the Utah Jazz. And he had a great story to tell. I thought it was fantastic and really kicked our whole conference off the right way.
Yeah, one of the things that I think really made Thurl's talk a nice kickoff for the sessions. Often we bring in people that are always technology driven, but Thurl was really talking to the teachers. And he was trying to help them feel like what they were doing makes a difference, because that's something that's so important for teachers getting ready to take 2 days of a conference, is to feel inspired that they can make some changes and do some amazing things. And to hear his story was a great way to get it going.
Danny, how would you summarize our second keynote speaker, Ginger Lumen?
Ginger Lumen was fantastic. She is a self-proclaimed STEAM maker, so she kind of combines the STEAM movement, which is science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics, into the makerspace movement, so STEAM maker. I really love her. I loved her energy.
Yeah, she's got an amazing story to tell. And, I've seen her present a couple different times, and teachers relate to her so well, because she doesn't just talk about like the gadgets, but she talks a lot about how to reach students and how to help them achieve more than they currently are doing.
And she was really wonderful. She hung around with us and did a playground activity with a group of students from Utah County.
Great experiences, new features, new events, keynotes, new dates. A lot of change happening at USET. Has USET changed any of you guys at all, or had an effect on you and your career?
You know, I could definitely say that when I went to USET, I think it was about 5 years ago for the first time, it opened up these doors that I didn't even know were there. I would say, I think sometimes in our classroom we have like this bubble that's around us, and we just feel kind of isolated, whether that's on purpose or just kind of the nature of it. But USET opens up all these doors, and you can just see what's being done around the state and what all these other educators are doing. And like, there's connections that you make there, and you meet these people that have the same ideas that you do, and you can see how they're using it in their classroom, and it just really transformed what I felt I was able to do.
I always felt as a teacher, when I attended USET, I would have things that would inspire me and make me excited about being a teacher, things that I could use with my class on Monday the next week, and things that I could use to change it all up for the following year. So it always comes at that time in the spring where it hits a little bit hard to be an educator. So it was really great. It's a really great conference for teachers to attend, to kind of get amped up about and passionate about their career.
You know, most of the conferences that we attend as trainers, we go around the state doing a lot of this. They're usually tailored to just one specific subject area or content. Like there's a business conference, or there's a library media conference, or something like that. The one thing that I think sets USET apart is it's really just an educators conference. Sure, we're using technology, but a lot of us would argue that technology is just kind of part of the classroom now. So it's just good teaching, whether we're talking about a gadget or a tool or an idea. And I think that's what separates USET apart from all the other conferences, is we draw people from everywhere, not just from one discipline or one group. It's kind of everybody. And I find that creates such a cool vibe for a lot of the teachers coming, because they see a lot of old friends that they haven't seen for a long time. They get new ideas, but more than that, they make new contacts. They network and just do a lot of sharing with people that aren't necessarily always the same ones they traditionally see.
That's a very good point.
So one of the things you mentioned, Jared, is how it kind of opened up new doors to you. One of the goals of the USET board is to make that experience that you have at the conference go on all year long. You know, a lot of things that we try and do is get beyond just having a conference to having all kinds of meaningful opportunities for teachers. Some of the things that USET's involved with every year, we have a weekly ed chat on Twitter called Utah Ed Chat every Wednesday night from 9 to 10 p.m. using the hashtag UTEDchat right there. You'll also find that we hold an ed camp every fall, where our teachers can get together and kind of share ideas and things that they're starting at the beginning of the school year, not just at the end of the school year. And then we have all kinds of resources on our website. There's a lot of information in a blog that's updated frequently, as well as a monthly newsletter in which you can get some great resources to help you in your classrooms.
And this year, we recognized 4 award winners at the 2016 USET conference. We want to make sure we point out and congratulate Carl Lyman from USOE. He won the ISTE Making It Happen Award. And one of our own board members, Guy Durant from the Daggett School District, was nominated and awarded the Outstanding Leader Award from USET. Crystal Van Ostel of Mountain Heights Academy is our Outstanding Teacher. And Maria Jones, an EdTech with the Canyon School District, is the Outstanding Young Educator this year. So we have awards each year. We like to recognize some of the outstanding educators who are members of USET. We like to thank the board members who serve on USET and look forward to having all of you watching not only attend USET next year in 2017, where our theme will be USET for Success as we all prepare for implementing the unprecedented $15 million that's being allocated by our Utah State government towards instructional technology. And hope to see you not only at the conference, but also online at one of our Ed Chats, maybe participating in our board or helping to organize next year's conference. And also check out our website so that you can subscribe to our newsletter. So hopefully we will see you at USET and on the next episode of Uen Pdtv, where we will be exploring drones.
Sounds scary.
Sounds very scary, yeah. So we'll be outside playing with drones, and hope you get a kick out of that episode as well. Any final thoughts from Jared, Danny, or Mr. Fossen?
Why am I Mr. Fossen? Why can't I be Jared?
I wear the black hat.
Jared the Gray.
It's like in Lord of the Rings. Jared the Gray and Jared the White.
Yeah.